So let's do more on price gouging. So we've covered the fact that not that price gouging laws screw over the very people that need the help the most in the most desperate situations. But let's go to regular business, the regular conduct of business affairs. What is price gouging? When does it become? I mean, even the price gouging laws that have been put in place in the United States say things like when a provider raises the price of a product by an unreasonable amount. Well, who says unreasonable? Who even says that? Nancy Pelosi? Come on, come on. Who says unreasonable? We've got 325 million people in America, and what? Our 455 wonderful representatives are going to say what's reasonable? No, everybody has a mind. You know, anybody can say what is reasonable to them. See, this is where you get into value. Objective and subjective. Objective means it's a known fact, it's set in stone. Subjective means it's subject to the opinion of somebody else. Art is a subjective value. Some people look at one art and they love it. Some people hate it. It's up to interpretation. But now, the color of my bed sheets is objective. It's either blue or it's red because we have defined blue, we have defined red, and this fits one of those criteria. Value is not objective. We get it mixed up. We say, oh, well, you paid somebody a certain amount to make it. You have certain overhead to produce it. It has an objective value. But value is totally subjective. Why is it that somebody can walk into a dealership and see a car for $15,000 and say, oh, yeah, definitely, great car. I'll buy it for $15,000. Another guy can walk in with $15,000 and fall out of a heart attack. $15,000 you want for that vehicle? How could you even justify it? Why? Because according to different needs at different moments and different preferences, that the value of that thing is subjective at any different one time. The same applies for anything. So the job of the entrepreneur is to set his prices where most people subjectively value his product in order to create the greatest return on his investment. Now, this is an exercise in trial and error. He can buy a can of Pringles, say from Walmart, wholesale, not wholesale, but from Walmart, let's say, for $1 a can. Now he owns a convenience store. He can turn around and put that can of Pringles on sale for $1 million per can. It's his can, isn't it? Or do you believe that somehow the public owns that can, and the public should determine what price that is? Now he can put $1 million on it. How many is he going to sell? Probably zero. If somebody comes in and tries to give him $1 million for those Pringles, is he in their right mind? Not anybody mentally unstable. Okay, no. So the price comes somewhere to the middle. And let's say it's $1.89. Now he may find that enough people buy it to justify his going and get it from Walmart at $1.89. And he may find plenty of consumers that want it at $1.89. But if another person can only do that same operation for $1.59, is the guy doing $1.89 greedy and evil? No. Now, you buy a house for $100,000. And let's say all of a sudden the next day two major companies announced that they're plopping down, starting new facilities right there next to where you live. All of a sudden 5,000 new people are going to be searching for homes in that area right there. What happens to the value of your home? Well, it goes through the roof. Why? Because there's not immediate supply to meet the immediate new demand. The only way to filter out who's going to get your home is who's willing to pay more. And this is reasonable. Price is a way of people expressing how much they value a certain item. The people that value it more should get it. the people that value it more should get it. So what happens when we don't allow people to set prices where they feel they should be set is you have people that need things more, are willing to pay more, need things more equals willing to pay more. Okay? You have people that are need things more are not the ones that necessarily get them. People that need things less get them at the same rate that people think who think they need them more. And would be willing to pay in order to attain it. So people that buy that need things less wind up buying them up from people that need them more. And we call this a protection. So people that don't really need things get them. People that really need things can't get them. And this is a good thing for consumers. We're led to believe. What price does, what high prices do, is makes people drop out who don't need the product as bad as the people that are willing to stay in at the other price. And that's what we want as a society, isn't it? When we're free minds and free individuals, don't we want people that need things more getting them? Or do we want some kind of messed up society where people that need things less get them and people that need things more don't get them? That is the function that price serves. And we'll go back to your house. Now all of a sudden your house is worth $200,000, $300,000. The bidding war goes on. Are you an evil person for taking that $300,000? No, you would maximize every penny you could out of that house. But the problem is, we don't think of it when we think of ourselves. Oh, I'm just a natural guy. I'm just out there trying to do what's best for my family. We think of the oil man or the insurance man or the pharmaceutical man or somebody else kind of man, the healthcare man, as this big, evil, bad boogeyman. But all he is comprised of investors that are regular Joes like me and you that are trying to maximize the profit for them and their family the same way you would on your house. The same thing that you would do, and we admit that you would do, and we would say it's a good thing that you do on your house, these people are trying to do on their product. But what it is, we assign special importance to certain products. Oh, gasoline. Oh, healthcare. Oh, insurance. Pharmaceuticals. In these areas, we don't want people to do the same thing that we would do in our own lives. Why? Why do we ask people to do things that not even we would do? And we think it's a protection. When that gasoline man puts $3.80, $5, $7, you've got a choice. You can pass them up. There's almost infinite competition for gas. There's gasoline station on every corner. Price, what we think of as price gouging, is a normal function of the market. And people assign special importance to certain products. But everybody needs a house. Everybody needs a house. Everybody needs a house. Everybody needs shelter over their head. You're going to say everybody needs bread. Everybody needs milk. Everybody needs gasoline. Everybody needs a shelter and a house over their head. But you would gouge those poor guys that are looking to buy a home in your area. You would maximize your profit on the product that you own, and you would consider it a great thing, and all your neighbors would say you did a good job. But every poor sucker in the world needs a roof over his head, and you would do it to him. The rules of the market don't change because of the name of the product. and its importance. They just don't.